This is page, remember, this is page 86 right here. And this is, you're supposed to do A, B, and C. So I'm going to leave it here. A, B, and C is your assignment there. Okay. If I fall asleep, it's because I've ate 2 slices of pumpkin pie. And that's a lot of sugar for my body. Costco pumpkin pie, you know, they're huge. I'll stand up. After 8 days of melting snow, the temperature dropped drastically. That means it got colder. The temperature dropped, I mean it got cold. Very, very cold, because it dropped dramatically. Jeff turned on the news, and the meteorologists report that the extremely cold temperature over the next 3 days will prevent snow from melting. So for 3 days, the snow will not melt. That means the snow height stays where it is for 3 days. Let D represent the times and days that snow is melting, and let H height, so H equals 2 snow. Write an equation and relate to these variables for this time period. Okay. So, where is the snow at? I think on this problem, it was at 3 inches. Right, the last problem, there will be 3 inches of snow left after 8 days. Now, after 8 days, that was our last answer. It stopped going anywhere. So, for the next 3 days, there's no more snow because, so H equals to 3 is the equation. It's not going anywhere. H is equals to plus 0 D, because the rate of change is 0. So H equals to, slope is 0 here. H equals the height of the snow. 3 is the, what is it? The snow that's left after 8 days. The snow that's left. And 0 for slope times the number D for days. 0 is the rate of change. Or slope. And D is for day. Sorry guys, D equals day. Okay. I know it's very sloppy, but I only got my fingers. What is the slope and y-intercept of this function? Well, we know that slope is, m is 0, y-intercept, b is 3. What's the domain of this problem? Domain is what? D, the number of days. The x, it is, for the next 3 days, we're at 8 days, so 8 to 11 days. 8, the next day is 9, 10, 11 days, so 3 days. The domain is 8 to 11, or that's not written right. It's 8. Okay, that's written like we say it. 8 less than x less than or equal to 11. That's how you write domain. Okay, that's how you write 8 to 11 now. As time or dependent quantity increase as the days go by, what does the height of the snow or the dependent variable do? Stay the same. There's no change in the height of the snow. Okay, so you know that it's that line. Okay, let's go to page $89. Here it is. Nicole sold boxes of cookies for a fundraiser for 2 weeks. Each day for 5 days she sold 6 boxes. So 0 days she sold 0 boxes. She sold 6 boxes each day. So the first day then she sold 6. The second day, they mean total. Don't put another 6 here. They mean total. She sold 6 the first day. Now the second day she have sold 6 more. That's 12. Third day 6 more, 18 times 6. That's 24 and 30 for 5 days. Each day for 5 days she sold 6 boxes. Then she went out of town and sold none for 3 days. So she went out of town for 3 days, so day 6 is still 30. Day 7 she's still out of town. Day 8 she's still out of town. She's only sold 30 cents. When she returned, she got ambitious. She sold 8 boxes each day. So remember that 8 times the number of days, okay? For 6 days. So she sold 8 each day. Day 9 then she sold 38. She added 8 more. Add 8 more to this, it'd be 46. Add 8 more, it'd be 54. Add 8 more, it'd be 62. Add 8 more, it'd be 70. Add 8 more, it's 78. Okay? For 14 days. So this is your domain here. Your X. Here's your Y. So your domain, if they ask you for what is your domain, what X can be, it can only be from 0 to 14 days at most. So the domain then is 0 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 14. So that's saying 0 to 14 days. That's the domain. Okay, all whole numbers between 0 and 14. The range, on the other hand, is 0 to 78. So you would write 0. Remember, Y is the range. I'm teaching you this even though it's not asked on here. Y is the range 0 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 78. No, not X. The range is Y. That's how you would write range. That means 0 to 78. Ooh, it's not always. Anyways, that's a whole domain, but each group of graph has its own domain. 0 to 5 days. 0 to 5 days, you would write that. You'll see. Okay. Anyways, talking too much. Graph. Create a graph using the value from your table. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, the range is 1 to 14 days. So let's see. Is there at least 14 boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. Days we can count in time in days. We can count by ones. Okay, now cookies sold, it's 0 to 78. We didn't go up by 6, so let's go up by this 6 and then we'll see what happens. We're going to go up by 6 first. 0, 6, 12 times 3 times 4, that's 24. Oh, let's look. Times 5 times 6 is 36. 7 times 8, 48. Times 9 times 10 times 11 times 12. 6 times 12 is 72. 13 times 14, 14 times 6 is 84. Okay? Alrighty. And look, it fits. 78 is our highest. Alright. So this is boxes times the days, and the other one your Your range, your Y is boxes, numbers of boxes sold. This is number, oh, sorry. Of boxes. Okay, turn that one on. Sold. If it doesn't work, I'll be done with this soon. Okay, so day 1 they sold 6 cookies. Day 1, 6. Day 2, 12. Day 3, 18. Day 4. Day 5. Uh-oh, wrong. Day 5 is 30. Counting by 6. Go ahead, bring the chair in. Okay. And then that's the first one. And then they went on vacation from day 6 to day 8. They stayed at 30. Stayed at 30 because they're on vacation for 3 days. Notice my 3 pink dots for 3 days. And then they come back and they sold 8 at a time. So this is 6. 8 is a little bit more. So about right there each time until it gets to 78.